you then went, obviously, in that year, British, snatched 24.
I actually lifted at the Welsh before that.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, you did nearly snatch 30?
I nearly snatched 30.
Yeah.
It's on my Instagram.
Yeah. There you go.
Nearly did 30-60 at like 66 kilos. And another great competition for me, because I didn't really know where I was going to be. So I'd just gone to daily failure every day for like 2 weeks, and then I'd like 2 weeks off because I was just ruined.
Yeah.
Then came the British, which was quite. I enjoyed that.
So that was 24 double body weight.
Yeah.
Was that the 4th British man to snatch double body weight?
Third British man. Third British man in history to snatch double body weight.
It's a British record by
3 kilos. 3 kilos, yeah. 3 kilos. So that meant I had all 3 British records at 62.
Why? Just quickly, why did you go up from when you failed 22? So you did 20, failed 22. Why did you go up?
There'd been a big thing. I was obviously still training down at Bristol quite a lot. I'd snatched 25 down there a few times. I'd gone for like 27 a few times, and I can't remember when it was. I think I'd power snapped 118, like not long before.
Okay.
It might be after. I don't know. But there'd been a big hype for a while, like Sonny and Jeff and a few people up here, and everyone was going, "You're going to snatch double body weight."
Yeah.
I'm going to snatch double body weight, and it just became like a big thing of like, all of a sudden everyone was like, "Gaz is going to snatch double body weight. I'm going to have to snatch double body weight now," like, you know what I mean? And I can remember for about 2 weeks before the British, all I thought about was snatching double body weight. I'm going to snatch double body weight. That's quite a novel thing to do. Can't remember. Who was the last person? Dave Morgan was the last person to snatch double body weight.
Dave Morgan
and Dean Willey were the other 2 people. Dean Willey couldn't snatch and tested positive.
Yeah.
So you could say maybe only the second person to snatch double body weight. So yeah, it became a big thing. I opened on 18 again. No, opened on 20, and then went 22 and missed 22. If I remember, the 20 was sketchy.
I can't remember, to be honest. I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was pretty.
It wasn't the prettiest 20. I missed the 22. And Ray said, "What are we going to do? We're going to do the 22 again."
24.
20 was enough for me to win the competition anyway. 22 was a British record attempt. And I can remember the way the ticketing worked for that British Championships, because for some reason the ticketing and the way the classes are put now is quite strange, fell in my favour. I think I was on at 3 o'clock. The place was absolutely packed out. The Rico was absolutely packed out. I think Zoe and Emily and Sarah were the group afterwards, which worked out great for me. I can just remember, I heard Jeff and Sonny. I can remember hearing Sonny say, "See the full lift." And I don't do visualization. I don't like.
Yeah.
I picked that out for some reason, and I don't remember seeing the lift. I just remember seeing me with 124 above my head.
Yeah.
And I sat down at the bar, and I just made sure that my upper back was just locked tight, because if anything was going to let me down with that snatch, it was going to be soft at the top. You know, the big old snatch for a 62 boy, do you know what I mean, in Britain, like. And it came off the floor. I remember it touching my hips, and next thing, I was underneath it, and I knew as soon as I was underneath it, and I just started like sort of celebrating as I came out, and then the old guns came out, didn't they?
I've got a video of it actually.
Yeah, I remember getting in the warm-up room and just shouting. I don't know if anyone could hear it from the actual competition.
I don't think you could, to be honest.
But I was just like, yes! I was just so pumped I'd got it, like, you know what I mean? I can remember Dave Morgan came into the warm-up room between the snatch and between the jerk and congratulated me for it. But that was the first time I'd seen him since the Commonwealth Games. He'd wrecked my head a little bit at the Commonwealth Games because he came to see me after the A group and he shook my hand and he goes, well done, he goes, but you were the strongest person in that competition. Why did you come fifth?
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to take that. So for him to come into the back of the warm-up and congratulate me on the double bodyweight snatch was nice of him. I really liked that.
And then broke the British record total on the jerk on your own belt.
Yeah. Took that from 268 to 269.
So if you put those two numbers together that you've done, you're good for 275.
Yeah,
Does that win Commonwealth Games? I don't actually know.
It's definitely a medal.
Yeah.
Going on the last sort of like 3 games. To be honest, I don't think about 270s.
280s.
I think about 280s at the moment.
Aim high.
Yeah, I think. I mean, British Championships this year, I'm going to be 69 kilos.
Okay.
I'm not going to be full 69 kilos, but I'll be 69 kilos.
Just watch out.
I want to be 62 kilo records don't bother me anymore. I've already got them. Next time I lift at 62 kilos, I'll try and improve on them. I want to be regularly hitting 280s, maybe even into 290s, and then when I bring my weight down to 62, then I'm prepped for 280s.
Are you after Stuart Cruikshank's records?
I am, yeah. I had a little crack at it in London, didn't I? And didn't get it, which was a bit upsetting.
Plans for the rest of the year, obviously you're doing Europeans in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know when this interview will be up, but it was recorded at the Welsh Champs, so
yeah.
You'll be competing soon.
Yeah, well, I had surgery 3 days ago, so...
Yeah. But you've got to compete, haven't you, because of the...
Yeah, definitely.
You need a qualification competition for the Olympics, don't you, anyway?
Regardless of who goes, obviously I'd like to put myself in the mix if we qualify a spot. But I think it's massively important for men's lifting in Britain that we qualify a spot.
Yeah.
The women have got all the funding now and the men have got nothing, and a lot of people have been a little bit bitter about that. It is what it is, and that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
British weightlifting, men have got nothing at the moment. I would rather the girls have funding than no one have funding at all. Don't get me wrong, and it's great for women's lifting, but I think it's vital that we get a spot at the Olympics. Would I be in contention to go? Yeah, I'd like to think I would be. I think realistically, there is 4 people that could potentially go, depending on
to Rio.
What happens. Yeah.
Okay.
But there'd only be 1 spot. I'd do everything I could to get that spot. I haven't had the best.
You could say 5 people in the mix.
Yeah, it depends. It depends whether British weightlifting are going to stick to the qualifying totals that they have set.
Yeah, this is true.
Qualifying totals haven't always been concrete in British weightlifting, and there has been room for them to move about. So, it's neither here nor there at the moment. I suppose there's no point in talking about it until there's actually a spot secured. But everyone has to perform well at the Europeans. That's a given.
Literally everyone, I think.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're pretty much done, haven't we?
Yeah.
I think if anyone bombs or it's all over.
Yeah.
What's the team? Oh, we don't actually. The team hasn't been announced yet, has it? But
not officially.
Not officially, but realistically, it's what you, Jack, Chris Freebury, Sam at 56. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sonny and Ivor.
Yeah.
At 94, and then Darius.
Darius at super,
which is 7. Full team of 7.
Yeah. which on paper, if everyone's fully fit, is decent team.
Yeah. When you take out the people who've already qualified,
yeah,
and then you've got Azerbaijan might get a ban, etc.
Yeah, you've got to think as well. There is going to be mistakes made by nations and people, and hopefully it won't be us. Like I said, I think it's really, really important that we get a men's spot for the games. It's really important for me personally just to get back on the platform. I haven't competed since the British last year. I missed out on the Commonwealth Champs last year through injury.
Yeah.
I missed out on that. Pulling out of the World Champs was horrible. Not only for me personally, I really wanted to lift, but just I wanted to see Sonny in his first World Championships as well. We've been mates since he was 15 years old, 14, 15 years old, and done a lot of training together. And for him to I was there when he qualified.
Yeah.
I know how much it meant to him, and
that was at the British G under 23s.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I was there as well.
And
I think I was refereeing that group actually.
Yeah. it was just another thing, another reason I wanted to go to the World. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I've never lifted in America, so it's just like I never played it. So it was tough for me to pull out of that, but at the time it was a good mature decision. I couldn't obviously foresee what was coming in the months ahead, more injury.
An illness
as well. Like, I've been in hospital a couple of times this year, surgery this week. And yeah, we're 3.5 weeks out from European Championships. So I don't know how that's going to go, but
you can 20:45 a good day, or is that not? Given.
Yeah. I've spoken with Tommy, and we've said like 260 would be, respectable for what's gone on. I haven't been able to string some consistent training together for 7 months now.
Yeah.
So
I suppose the only time will tell. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the platform, and the platform. I've always had good times on there. So we'll see.